LeetCode Problem 74, search a 2D matrix. Right, so this problem gives us a 2D matrix. Each row is sorted in non-decreasing order, and the first integer of each row is greater than the last integer of the previous row. Okay, so what this means is this is our matrix, right? So basically, the number at the end of each row will always be smaller than the number of the first element of the next row, right? So our matrix will look like this, right? This is a valid matrix, and our job is to find the target. We return true if we can find it, or we return false if we cannot. Okay, so my solution to this problem is to start by looking at the number of the on the top right corner actually, right? Why I do this is because let's say our target is 11, we start with 7, right? So what I can do is check whether or not the current number I'm at is more or lesser than the target. So in this case, the current number is lesser, right? Means we need to increase our row. And when we increase our row, we reach 20. Then only we check again whether target is more than current. If the target is not, right, in this case the target is lesser than our current, we reduce the column, right? So we reduce to 16, check again, it's still lower, we reduce, check again, okay, now we're at the target, and then we return true. So that's exactly what this algorithm does. So I'll just write out the variables so it's easier to keep track. Column is 3. Okay, so while row is lesser than size and column is more than equal to 0, so this condition is basically checking whether or not the current is inside the matrix or not, right? This is to check whether or not the number actually exists inside the matrix. We will talk about it more later, but let's begin our search. So like I said, we start with the top right corner. So our current is equals to 7, right? And then we check whether or not current is equals to target, which in this case is not. Then we check whether the target is more than current, and the target is 11. Let's say, right, target 11. Our target is more than our current, so we increase our row, so we move it to 20 now, right? So now our current is 20. We check again, it's not. Check again. Okay, this time our target is lesser than current, so we have to reduce the column, right? Then reduce the column. Put it if here, so it's easier to see. So reduce the column, and now we're at 16, right? 16. Then we compare again. Okay, we have to reduce the column again. So 1, now 11. And at this point, when we check here, right, our current is equal to our target, then we just return true. Okay, let's say our target is a number that does not exist inside the matrix, right? For example, 9. So let's keep going, right? Since our target is lesser than current, we reduce again. Reduce our column to 0. Now we're at 10. Okay, and our target is still lesser than current, so we reduce the column again. But this time, right, our column becomes a -1, which is outside of the matrix, right? And when that happens, this while loop will not iterate anymore, right? Because we're already outside of the matrix. There's no number outside of the matrix. And then the while loop breaks, and we just return false, right? That means the number 9 does not exist in the matrix. Okay, pretty straightforward. That's all I have to show. Thanks.